You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Dwell on the beauty of life. Watch the stars and see yourself running with them. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together. But do so with all your heart. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. Never let the future disturb you. You will meet it, if you have to, with the same weapons of reason which today arm you against the present. Our life is what our thoughts make it. If someone is able to show me that what I think or do is not right, I will happily change, for I seek the truth, by which no one was ever truly harmed. It is the person who continues in his self-deception and ignorance who is harmed. Whenever you are about to find fault with someone, ask yourself the following question: what fault of mine most nearly resembles the one I am about to criticize? The object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself and your way of thinking. The best revenge is not to be like your enemy. Reject your sense of injury, and the injury itself disappears. How much more grievous are the consequences of anger than the causes of it? The first rule is to keep an untroubled spirit. The second is to look things in the face and know them for what they are. Do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you. While you live, while it is in your power, be good. Here is a rule to remember in future. When anything tempts you to feel bitter, not this is misfortune, but to bear this worthily is good fortune. Look well into thyself. There is a source of strength which will always spring up if thou wilt always look. How much time he gains who does not look to see what his neighbor says or does or thinks, but only at what he does himself, to make it just and holy. Begin each day by telling yourself, today I shall be meeting with interference, ingratitude, insolence, disloyalty, ill will, and selfishness, all of them due to the offender's ignorance of what is good or evil. Think of yourself as dead. You have lived your life. Now take what's left and live it properly. What doesn't transmit light creates its own darkness. You are a little soul carrying about a corpse, as Epictetus used to say. You always own the option of having no opinion. There is never any need to get worked up or to trouble your soul about things you can't control. These things are not asking to be judged by you. Leave them alone. What we do now echoes in eternity. Do every act of your life as though it were the very last act of your life. Do not indulge in dreams of having what you have not, but reckon up the chief of the blessings you do possess. And then thankfully remember how you would crave for them if they were not yours. Perfection of character is this, to live each day as if it were your last, without frenzy, without apathy, without pretense. Look back over the past, with its changing empires that rose and fell, and you can foresee the future too. For it is in your power to retire into yourself whenever you choose. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it. Remember that very little is needed to make a happy life. Never esteem anything as of advantage to you that will make you break your word or lose your self-respect. A man's worth is no greater than the worth of his ambitions. Receive without conceit, release without struggle. Don't go on discussing what a good person should be. Just be one. Your days are numbered. Use them to throw open the windows of your soul to the sun. If you do not, the sun will soon set, and you with it. It is in your power to withdraw yourself whenever you desire. Perfect tranquility within consists in the good ordering of the mind, the realm of your own. How ridiculous and how strange to be surprised at anything which happens in life. Life is neither good or evil, but only a place for good and evil. If any man despises me, that is his problem. My only concern is not doing or saying anything deserving of contempt. Whatever anyone does or says, I must be emerald and keep my color. A person's worth is measured by the worth of what he values. Do what you will, even if you tear yourself apart. Most people will continue doing the same things. Though you break your heart, men will go on as before.